Welcome to Ecclesia Principles, a biblical strategy for believers to engage in God's design for government with Ray Eppard.
Hello, glad you could join us again today. Today we'll be looking at Genesis 9:6 again. This is where God instituted the concept of civil government. Now, with this, we looked yesterday at the purpose of civil government. We saw that the day before, we saw that Cain had killed Abel, and then in one sense you could say God protected Cain, though in reality he was really protecting the other people from sinning and keeping them from harming him because he had not authorized them to execute judgment. As a result of sin being unchecked, Genesis 6 tells us that the earth was filled with violence, and the thought of the people was evil continually. But once the flood was over, Genesis 9:6, God said this to Noah, "Whoever sheds man's blood, by man his blood shall be shed." That phrase, "by man his blood shall be shed," is the concept where God authorized humans to execute judgment on other humans. For in the image of God, he made man. Now, with this, I want to tell you really today more of a personal story, if you would. Years ago, I wished I could remember when it was, but it was either around July 4th or the Super Bowl, because a number of the Super Bowls, they have read the Declaration of Independence. But either way, I was hearing the Declaration, and I love the Declaration of Independence. I mean, I just love the concepts that they put into that. And as it's being read, you know, I'm excited about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Yes. That all men are created equal. Yes. And that they're endowed by their Creator. Yes. With certain unalienable rights. Yes. Among these being life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yes. And that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. And I went, for the first time in my life, I had noticed that phrase. And I thought, no, they're not. Governments, by and large, are not instituted to protect the rights of people. Now, there are cases, you know, our nation is one that the government was instituted to protect rights. Initially, you know, the Greeks, with their pure democracy, there were things there that were designed, but, you know, that was still, you know, a couple thousand years, so you still got about 4,000 years of history before that. And so theirs was a modification and an improvement, obviously an improvement. But that's really not where government started. Government was not instituted among men from a historical perspective to protect the rights of people. And I'm like, what are the founding fathers talking about when they said that? And so I began to search, and I realized that the oldest record of government being instituted is Genesis 9:6. When it was just Noah and his family. And at that point, because of the violence that had filled the earth, because of their thoughts being evil continually, God instituted civil government, authorizing humans to execute judgment on other humans who violated other people. I realized God is the one that instituted civil government among men for the preservation of rights. That's why God put civil government into the human experience. And government is only fulfilling its purpose when it is protecting the rights of people and curbing sin. Lord, our government is not in the place it should be. God bless you. Join us again tomorrow.
You've been listening to Ecclesia Principles with Ray Eppard. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook on our Ray Eppard pages. This program was brought to you by Victory Worship Center and World Outreach. Services Sunday 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock, 200 Hammond Lane, Stanton, Virginia.